What's going on, you guys? My name is Jordan and this is my 2020 Civic Si. If you guys actually didn't see the last video in this series, I began disassembling my Si to start the wrapping process. Before I go ahead and reveal the wrap, I just want to give a huge thank you and shout out again to Ravoony for making this whole series possible. If you or anyone you know is looking to get any automotive vinyl for your car, make sure you go check out Ravoony and use code FC3J for 12% off your order. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just reveal the color. Oh my God, if you guys can't tell already how bright this yellow is, I am absolutely in love with this color and I cannot wait to begin the wrapping process. So now that I revealed to you guys what color I'll be wrapping my Si in, the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do before I begin wrapping is wipe the hood down with some 70% isopropyl alcohol. You wanna make sure the surface is nice and clean before you begin wrapping so that no dust and debris is underneath the wrap. The first thing I believe we're gonna start off with wrapping is gonna be my hood. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it wiped down. I figured I would show you guys what you would need if you're gonna be attempting something like this yourselves. I actually just picked up this heat gun from Walmart and I ordered this whole vinyl wrap kit off Amazon. We got the wrap all cut out and laid on the hood with the magnets. For those of you who may be doing this, for the hood, I cut 75 inches off the roll of vinyl just so that I would have a couple inches on each side. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera up and give it our first attempt at wrapping the hood. I'm gonna kind of just go ahead and just try to squeegee the vinyl down. As you guys can tell, we got the hood all finished up. Unfortunately, with the daylight saving time, we ran out of sunlight for today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the camera up tomorrow when we begin working again. What's going on, you guys? It's actually the next morning. As you guys can see, we got the hood all finished up. There's a couple things that I'm gonna work on today, like removing the roof antenna as well as the mirror caps. So we figured while I'm doing that, my brother Justin behind the camera was gonna try to tackle maybe either the driver or passenger side fender. Real quick though, before I do begin working on the roof antenna, we're gonna go ahead and measure and cut the vinyl so that we know how much to use. So real quick before I go ahead and get the mirror caps taken off, I'm just gonna help Justin wipe the car down with some 70% isopropyl alcohol, just to get the surface nice and clean before we begin wrapping. So as Justin's working on the fender over here, I'm actually gonna start trying to take off these OEM mirror caps. So in order to actually remove these, the first step you're gonna wanna go ahead and do to remove the OEM mirror caps is fold the mirrors all the way out like this. So once you actually got the mirror folded out, you're gonna wanna go ahead and push it back so that you can put some painter's tape down below. I work my way around with the trim tool and just pop the mirror off. Once you go ahead and get the mirror popped off, there's gonna be 3 clips, one up there, second one up there, and then that last one. People said it's very hard to get to. It's kind of like down in between there. I was able to get all 3 of the clips off pretty easily. It should just be as simple as just pulling it off the top of the mirror cap, just like that. As Justin was working on the fender, I was actually able to get the roof antenna off. It was actually kind of easy for me to do since I already removed my headliner in the past for my Starlight headliner. Obviously, since I removed the antenna now, it won't be there, but there will be a 17 mil that you'll need to remove. And once you remove that 17 mil, there's gonna be wiring that's gonna kind of route all the way down, back through, You're gonna have to remove off this pillar and it's gonna connect to that connection right there. Once you unplug it from that connection, you can kind of just pull it down. There's gonna be electrical tape holding it up. And then after you get it removed, you can kind of just pull the wiring and everything straight out.
Like Jordan said, while he was working on the roof antenna, I was actually going ahead and starting on the passenger side fender. We got this top side section of it somewhat covered so far, but I'm kind of just trying to work my way down. All right, you guys, so Jordan's actually inside right now grabbing a new blade for the razor blade. As you can tell, we have the hood and the front fender fully wrapped. And if you come around to this side of the car as well, you'll see that Jordan actually finished up wrapping the gas cap.
All right, so to finish this video up, we're gonna go ahead and just wrap my roof. The first thing you're gonna wanna go ahead and do when you're wrapping your roof is gonna be removing the trim. You'll see that if you kind of just work your way underneath it with a trim tool like that, it should kind of just pop up. And then you kind of wanna just work your way up. You're gonna wanna go ahead and slide it towards yourself and then just lift up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the passenger side and then get the roof fully wiped down with some 70% isopropyl alcohol. All right, so we got the rest of this side up and I should be able to just slide it back. Perfect, just like that. As you guys can see, underneath the roof trim is really dirty, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get the whole roof wiped down right now. You wanna go ahead and make sure that the sunroof is open while you're wrapping the car. So now that we got the roof fully prepped for the wrap, we're gonna go ahead and measure just to see how much wrap I need to cut. Around 53 inches we need to cut for the roof. Oh my God, your arms actually aren't even long enough. You kidding me? Your arms aren't even long enough to do it.
Your side.
Oh my God, I need to get that out of here. Your arms aren't even, you can't even,
holding it there.
You can't even reach.
Pull it back more.
Oh my God, you actually can't glass out this family yard.
Go towards you.
I have so much room.
And come back this way.
I have so much room. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Right.
All right, you guys, so we got the roof fully finished up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just make my first starting cuts. Always wanna cut along the opposite edge, just like so. Now I'm just gonna get all the weather stripping back in. We got everything finished up that we wanted to cover for today's video. As soon as I get done filming this outro, I'm actually gonna start the next video, so make sure you stay tuned for this whole series I have coming. I figured before I end today's video, I get the car started up and pull it out of the garage so I can show you guys how the color looks in the sunlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my SI started up. go down below in the comments and let me know what you think about how it turned out. I definitely think it's a big switcher from the blue, but so far I'm absolutely in love with how it's coming out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you go down below and drop a like and subscribe if you're new. I have a ton of videos planned out for this series wrapping my SI. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.